gentlemen here to do the ceremonial coin toss for us, former Tioga County legislator and longtime mayor of Waverly, New York. Trojans will defend the south end zone. Touchdown, Red Wings! Moving by right with
All right, we're here with Jimmy Smith. Epic game, 14-13. You went for 2 at the end of the game and you failed. You guys lost 14-13. There's nothing to hang your head about. What an amazing game.
No, this is a great football program, great team. You know, they've got very high hopes here in Section 4 and in the state. You know, we knew that coming into it. This is the type of game, you know, that we need to get better. We'll look at that. You know, looking at our schedule, I'm not sure on our schedule if we have another team that looks like this. And so, you know, I was proud in some areas where we were down 14, came back, gave ourselves a chance to win the game. You know, that's important. But we gotta see about getting our guys healthy that are dinged up a little bit. We got to see about what we got to do to improve for next week. So and for the rest of the season.
Yep, I thought in the first half you guys kind of came out a little bit flat, but in the second half you guys came out ready for business.
Yeah, we really the first half hurt ourselves with a lot of penalties. We're gonna have to look at that. A handful of them, I'm not convinced for penalties, based on. But just the same, we can only control what we can control, and some of them were in critical situations. I think we cleaned it up a little bit better the second half.
Absolutely.
And you know, so there's some good things we can take from this.
Yep. I thought the fans got their money's worth. It was an epic game. Like,
Yeah.
They're not going to see another game like this to the playoffs.
No.
And unfortunately, either team is going to see that probably until the playoffs. And it'd be nice to hit a couple more of them during the season to.
Yeah, anytime you can
cylinders.
you know, play a program like this, if you want to get better, you got to be willing to get beat. And you know, I thought the kids again played hard, did the best they could, and made plays you know, in the end of the game to tie things or potentially win the game with a minute left. But it's on me. If we had to do it over, we probably should have taken a timeout. You know, when we decided to go for it and talked it over, and that's on me. But just the same, you know, proud of, you know, how the kids played and how they acted on the field here. And, you know, this is the first loss a lot of them have taken in a couple of years. So they took it well, and something we can learn from.
And I think as a fan watching, this game is just what some of them young guys needed that were stepping into roles that were taken by other guys last year and graduated. This kind of put the armor on them to say, hey, you either do it or get off the pot kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean?
I agree with that.
And I think going forward, they're going to look back kind of like the Dover game last year. They're going to look back at this game and say, this is where we matured.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, this is a good game to get better.
Yep. All right, we'll be watching you going forward, and good luck, Jimmy Smith, and I'll be talking to you.
Thanks, Lindsey Bennett and PA Football News. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, here we're with Coach Miller for Waverly Wolverines. Epic ball game. Neither one of the teams has anything to hang their head about.
No.
What was your take on the
Jim
deal?
and I talked about that. We both knew coming into this game that, you know, we're going to gain a lot of insight and the outcome of the game. And, you know, unfortunately, too many people put such an emphasis on the outcome. It's, you know, and I think he feels the same way. Certainly I do. About we're more about a process, you know, and trying to learn from what we do good and what we do bad. But what a great high school football game and the atmosphere. And you know, I'm envious of all these kids that they got to experience this and play in these circumstances. Big time atmosphere, and I think it will prepare us both for down the road.
Absolutely. One thing I noticed about Waverly is you guys can tackle. You guys can tackle.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a team that good at tackling in a long time.
We work on it every single day, not live, but we put a lot of emphasis on it, and it's just not lip service. I mean, we practice tackling every single day. And I'm glad it showed up tonight. That was my biggest concern. I thought we did a really good job on Brendan. If he gets into space, that was my biggest concern. We would not have caught him. And I thought we did a decent job containing Mason, except for the Q blast there, and you know, that's what they can do. Yep. And so I'm proud of the kids, the way they tackled tonight. I thought they were physical, and that's what we need to do moving forward.
Yep. Yeah. And as a fan watching, it's almost like you guys are mirror images of each other.
We really are, and you know, the teams, the top teams that we play, especially Shenango Forks, is just a mirror image of Troy. So, you know, it helps us down the road, but we have prepared for teams like this.
Yep.
And they're anomaly. They're not normal.
No.
And there's so much to defend. So, you know, you know, it's just a great football game, and really proud to have played as well as we did against a really, really quality opponent.
Yeah, it was a great quality football game. Anybody that was here as a fan really got their money's worth.
Yeah, no doubt
What an
about
epic
it.
game.
Yeah.
And for this area, there's not a game going to happen bigger than this until a playoff game happens.
And I love, I kind of love the cojones that Jim had there at the end of the game. Try to win it, first game of the year for, you know, all intents and purposes.
Yep.
And, you know, we did a great job at the goal line on that stop. But that's such a gutsy call. And so, you know, I give them a lot of credit for trying to finish it, put a dagger in it right
Absolutely.
there. So that's good. That's good that we stopped it.
And I think decay for you guys was humongous. He played a humongous part in that first half, especially.
Yes.
Coming
Yes.
up and solidifying that corner.
Yeah, and that's something that we struggled against last year. More of a scheme problem, and so we were able. You know, that was our plan to kind of cloud that corner, make him come up and take pitch. Did a really good job getting off the receiver, knifing back in line, and you know, especially in the first half, we did a really good job of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think this is your first game,
Right.
and I think, and this is their first game, like you said.
Yeah.
I think going forward, your young guys, and they're young guys that are coming in and replacing guys that graduated. This really put armor on them to say, hey, I can man up and play this game.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're going to be a good quality football team, and you know, our biggest question going into these kids are playing really in a varsity game under, you know, these circumstances for the first time, performed very well. Drayton is used to that spotlight. You know, he's been there at the state level in wrestling, and was a good player for us on JVs last year. And they have a lot of them. You know, I think Troy was they lost as every bit as much as we did. They certainly have a quarterback like we do, and it showed tonight. I mean, it's just a quality football game, and the best players stood out.
Yep. We were right on the border, so PA football news don't cover you, but we'll be keeping an eyeball peeled on you. I always do, because you guys are almost, you're part of the valley here, so we'll keep an eye on you, and good luck going forward. I know you guys will be there at the end, just like Troy's going to be.
I hope so. That's, you know, we'll take it 1 week at a time, and we'll try to get better over the next 2 weeks before we play Windsor.
All right,
So
thanks a lot for your time, Coach.
Thanks, Lindsay. Yep, appreciate it.